we are about to wrap up 2024 and welcome 2025, today I want to share habits that I want to leave behind 2024. Okay, so the first one that I want to talk about is I want to leave behind staying in a decluttered environment, in an environment that is disorganized. For me, I feel like when I'm in an environment that is just not organized, I am less productive. Okay, so next day I want to make sure that I prioritize cleaning my space around me and making sure that I always work in an environment that allows me to think straight. And for me, when I speak about disorganization and decluttering, I also refer to my mind. I feel like with my mind, when I am more calm, when I don't have a lot happening in my mind, I am able to think straight, I'm able to be more productive. So I want to incorporate more meditation, more prayers, and more quiet time where I just listen to my thoughts, where I just journal and write down my feelings to make sure that I'm always in a clear state when it comes to my mind and also the environment. And for me, when I have my wardrobe always organized, it's easy for me to just pick something to wear. I don't have to think every morning, what am I gonna wear, and thinking that I don't have clothes when my clothes are there, they're just hidden behind a mess. Okay, second habit that I definitely want to leave behind is people pleasing. I have realized this year that it is impossible for you to please everyone around you. So you might try to please everyone around you and end up neglecting yourself. So it's very important to put yourself first. It's very important to feel yourself first so that you can be able to feel other people. The Bible even says that you need to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you don't know how to love yourself, you won't be able to love the neighbor. So it's very important to love yourself, to put yourself first, to fill yourself up first, and then you can pour that out to the people around you. And then the next habit that I want to leave behind is definitely the waste of time. I think I've wasted a lot of time this year binging Netflix series where I would watch like a series for the whole day, especially Bridgerton. I think I spent like 2 days watching that, and I even had a headache after that because I was so focused. I even wanted to miss gym. So now I want to have a plan for my life. I want to always make sure that I know what I need to do and I need to focus on my goals. And I only want to watch series as means of resting or a reward, but I don't want to focus so much on watching so much TV. Another habit that I want to live with this year is definitely perfectionism. I think being on YouTube has actually taught me that you don't need to be perfect, you just need to show up. So I am gonna allow myself next year to just show up and know that no one is perfect, and to know that actually being imperfect is what is going to draw my tribe to me. That is what is going to help me to connect to people who are meant to be connected to me. So I am definitely leaving perfectionism behind, because when you are a perfectionist, you end up not doing things, you end up postponing, you end up procrastinating, and the fact is you will never be perfect, and that is fine. So perfectionism is something that I definitely want to leave behind, because for me it has just been an excuse to not do what I need to do. Another habit that I want to leave behind is comparing myself to other people. If there's one thing I've learned this year is I need to focus on my lane. I need to focus on myself, and I cannot compare my day 1 with someone else's day 200. So it's very important to know where you are, to know if you are a beginner or if you are in the middle of your process or if you are advanced. And if you constantly compare yourself with someone who's advanced, you'll always fall short and you'll end up being too hard on yourself. So this coming year, I definitely want to stop comparing myself, because I know my progress, I know the lane that I am in, and I know where I am going. Okay, and then the next one that I want to also talk about is definitely negative self-talk. So if you're also someone who wants to stop the negative self-talk, what you can start doing is, when you are alone, start speaking to yourself out loud. If you do this while you have other people around you, they will think that you are crazy, but there is something about speaking out loud. When you speak out loud, it feels like you're someone else, and you start questioning and think, no ways, why am I speaking like this to myself? You start questioning your thoughts. You start thinking, no, actually that is not true. You start actually understanding what is happening within your mind. So if you're also someone who wants to leave negative thoughts behind, you need to start speaking out loud when you are on your own. Okay. And another thing that I want to do to also help me with this is I want to flood myself with affirmations. So for me, if I am working, especially when I'm working from home, I sometimes listen to positive affirmations. And before I know it, those are just my automatic thoughts. So in this coming year, definitely I want to stop negative self-talk, and I want to have more positive self-talk in my mind. Okay. Another habit that I want to leave behind is definitely procrastination. If there's one thing I've learned about procrastination, is that it usually means that you don't believe in yourself. So there's something behind not doing what you're supposed to do, because you know what you need to do. But when you are wasting your time, there's usually a reason behind it. Maybe it is you don't believe that your work is going to be good enough, or you don't believe that you have an impact, or you don't believe that your work matters. So every time when you feel the need to procrastinate, it's very important to just sit down with yourself and find out, why are you procrastinating? Do you believe in the work that you're doing? Do you understand the impact that you have, whether it is with the people that you work with or the organization that you work with? So it's very important to just sit down and ask yourself, why are you procrastinating? Because at the end of the day, you're just wasting time that you will never buy back, no matter how rich you are. So procrastination is something we're living with 2024. Another one that I want to leave with this year is definitely holding grudges. Do you know that sometimes you can hold on to a grudge and be so angry at someone, and at the same time that person doesn't even know that they have upset you? Because some people have a low level of self-awareness that even when they hurt people, they don't understand. So there is no way that I am taking negativity and lowering my energy for other people next year. So I am letting go of anger, I'm letting go of resentment, I am letting go of grudges. Anyone who has pissed me off, they must just know that I'm not going to allow them to live rent free in my mind. So holding grudges and holding on to resentment and anger is something that I will definitely not have in 2025. And another one that is also tied to this is I will definitely let go of the need to control people, because I cannot control anyone. The only person I can control is myself. And another thing that I will do is to allow people to have consequences for their actions, because sometimes as the firstborn women, we tend to take so much responsibilities, especially for our younger siblings, and it's difficult for us to let them fail. It's difficult for us to watch them suffer. But sometimes it's very important to just let people be. You cannot control everything. It's very important to let people learn from their lessons and just be there for them and tell them that I am here if you want to talk. I am here if you need some help. But if you make this mistake again, I'm definitely not going to be part of that. I'm not going to be enabling you on that. And also another thing that I've learned when it comes to this is when you rush to help someone who has made a mistake in their lives, you are taking their opportunity from them of being the hero of their lives. So next year I definitely want to take a step back and only control myself and not control people, and let people learn the lessons that they need to learn, and not think of myself so highly, because I also know that I have my own mistakes. I know that I am not perfect, and I will allow people to learn the way they need to learn. If they need to learn from their mistakes, that is fine. I'm going to support them, especially the people that I love, but I will not interfere with people's lessons. I will not interfere with the way people do things, because at the end of the day, I'm also not perfect. I am not always right, and I will just let go of the need to control people around me. And I think when it comes to my kids, it's going to be a bit difficult, but I will also allow them to learn from their mistakes. I will just show them what are the consequences of taking these actions, but I won't control them, because sometimes you find that you are depressed, you are anxious, you are stressed out because you are taking so much of things that don't even belong to you, like controlling everything around you. So I want to just rest next year. I want to be calm. I want to slow down. And I want to just watch and learn. Let me know if you think that is mean on the comment section below. Another habit that I want to live with 2024 is thinking that there will be a right time. So now if I have an opportunity, I am going to take it immediately. And if I fail, that is fine. So I'll also let go of the need to always succeed, and to know that failure is actually part of success. As long as you don't quit, you will never fail. So I will definitely leave the habit of thinking that there will be the right time behind. Next one is I will stop avoiding the difficult conversations and the difficult discussions, because one thing I have learned is even if you don't have the difficult conversation with the people that you are fighting with, you end up having that discussion in your head, which ends up frustrating you, which ends up leaving you grumpy and snappy to other people around you. So it's very important to face the difficult challenges once and for all. So I want to do this next year. I want to face those challenges, even if my voice is shaking, because I am someone who really do not like being confrontational. Let me know in the comment section below if you can relate to this. If when you confront some people, your voice starts shaking and your heart starts pumping so fast, and you feel like it's gonna come out of your mouth. It's gonna come out of your mouth. So yes, these are the habits that I want to leave behind in 2024. Please let me know in the comment section below, what habits do you think I missed, or what habits would be beneficial for us to take to 2025. I hope this has been helpful. I really love reading your comments, and I will try to respond to all of them. I love you. Have a great day. Thank you so much for the love and support. I love you so much. Goodbye. God bless you.